Hi, I'm the old guy in Manila, Philippines, and I'm here to give you some advice on how to find a serious relationship with a Filipina. When you arrive in the Philippines, you're going to need about a month to do it right. As far as the others, maybe I can cover that on another video. But today I'm going to tell those folks that are listening how to find a serious relationship if you're going to be here for a month. First, arrive in Manila. Stay your first night in either Makati or BGC. That's so that you see there's actually a civilized area you can get back to. So that'll lower your culture shock when you go visiting some of these remote areas. That's my recommendation, is to go straight south to Davao, get on a bus, and take it up to Butuan City from Davao. Now you can find both those using maps, Google Maps, and see where that route is. Now what you're going to do though is when you find a city, the first city you drive into, because the bus takes these little stops. So the first city the bus stops in on its way north, and it does it in so many cities. You want to get a bus that has a lot of stops. And in that town, you're going to see, are the kids noticing the American in the window of the bus? Are they going, Americano, Americano, or something like that? Or are they pointing their fingers and kind of running? If they're doing that, you absolutely know. You have to get off on that bus. You have to go up to where they have some food vendors, because they give you a little break in there, the bus ride does, so you can use the restroom, and you can have a little bite to eat, or maybe not, but I want you to go into where the food vendors are. If you see at least 3 beautiful ones, I'm not talking about cute or pretty or sweet, I'm telling you beautiful. You see 3 beautiful ones, you get off. You tell the bus driver, I'm not going on. Now, they haven't got a hotel. They haven't got a motel in that city. They got nothing, but they got a mirror. And so what you're going to explain to them is, I'm going to be staying overnight here. I've got some things to do, a little bit up, but they don't have any kind of accommodation there. Is there a mayor here that I can talk to and find accommodations for the night? Now, the reason, first of all, I told you to look for at least 3 knockouts, 3 gorgeous women. Don't worry about whether they're single or not, because you're not going to necessarily be courting them. You're not going to necessarily be going after them. So don't worry about that. And in fact, that makes it easier for you to introduce yourself, because you're not hitting on anybody. You're simply saying, I need to visit a place up the road from here to take care of something, and I want to stay here because you're a little bit bigger town than where I'm headed. You will find somebody who will find the mayor, and the mayor will find you somebody that has a boarding house, whatever. They'll let you stay the night. And the first thing they're going to ask you, as you probably already heard if you've listened to videos about the Philippines, is they're going to ask you, where's your wife? Are you married? Where are you from? Etc. And so you'll be staying at the mayor's house. He's connected with the whole town. He finds out who you are, that you're single or recently divorced or about whatever the situation is. And he's going to start to set out to be a matchmaker. Because that's what politicians are like. They're matching people that have needs. That's what a politician does. They love doing it. And they're not going to feel burdened whatsoever. They're going to feel fortunate that maybe in the future they'll have some connection to how some local girl lived happily ever after. Because that's what it's about. I'm not telling you if you're up to no good, never mind any of what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you want a serious relationship, this is going to work. Okay, so you stay at the Mayor's. You find out who everybody is. You find out the girl in town you like. You better do it within 24 hours, though. You don't want to stay more than a second night there, because once you do that, you're going to explain to whoever it is, I am going to contact you after I take care of business up the road here where I'm going. And you're going to continue on to the next place where the kids chase the bus and say, Americano, Americano. And you're going to do the same thing there. You're going to get off where they have the calendaria, they call them, where they serve food and where the restrooms are. And if you see three good lookers there, then that's another place you're going to do the exact same scenario. Now, why three good lookers? Okay, because it means that's a tribe that has women that appeal to what you like in the characteristics of a woman. Because these are tribes all along this route. Now, you'll run into one place along the way where they're just the worst looking you've seen. That's just the way it is. Whether you're in America, Germany, Russia, I don't care where you are. If you're riding down the highway and you go to a little town that's remote, there's people that have lived there for the last 200 years that generation after generation never leave. The whole town looks the same, okay? Or the whole tribe. Because whether you're in the West where they don't call it a tribe, or you're in Mindanao where they would, that's what's happening. You're going into different areas, they have certain characteristics. Now, maybe one guy will think the women in this one tribal area are gorgeous, and another guy will think the women in this other place are gorgeous. Because I can't teach you what's good looking and bad, and who cares anyway? It's not what they look like, it's what they do to you when you look at them. It's how they appeal to you. And you might be one of these guys that you might have seen that movie. I can't remember the name, but it's with I can't even remember that, Jack Black. Okay. Anyway, where he starts to see what's inside a woman, and that's how she's beautiful. But the whole point is to find little towns where there's at least three women who just put out that aura, what you want to see, and that is where you just get off the bus. You tell the bus driver, I'm not going on from here. Don't worry. God will take care of it. Don't worry. You're in the place you need to be, and you'll do the whole routine again with, I'm going up the road a little ways, and I need a place to stay here because it's a little bit bigger town than where I'm headed. So can you tell me how I can contact the mayor or somebody that I can find a place to stay tonight? I'm an American, so I need some place that at least I'll be able to have a toilet and a shower and just a bed. It's simple. It doesn't have to be any place fancy. And there will be people who speak English wonderfully in that town. And you will find out in an instant, because you're as I said, there's no pressure on you, no pressure on them, because you're not telling them you're looking for a wife. You're just saying you're going up the road and you need to have a place to stay tonight. And you're in the place that's got women that appeal to you. Maybe their mannerisms, maybe they are knock dead gorgeous. I don't know. So this is going to work. Now you can do the same process on Samar. Samar is an island north of Mindanao. And they have buses that you can take to go straight across a waterway. You want to get a big one, the kind that take vehicles, so you can actually get in a bus on Mindanao that goes across the whole bus with all its passengers and many, it's a big ferry, just a short ride to the next island and go up Samar. And same deal. Once you've done this, you will know for sure. In fact, here's the problem. You may be convinced that at the very first stop that you found the love of your life. And you might say to yourself, I'm not going to go any further. Well, if you have a month or even 2 weeks, at least take it a little further. Do the same routine. You do it 5 times minimum. I love you guys. Subscribe, share, and comment below. God bless you. I'll be praying for you. Bye.